Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
Hi, and welcome to the Stop Chasing Skinny radio program. Tonight, I'm interviewing Alana. Alana is really, hands down, the best massage therapist I have ever worked with, and I've had a lot of massage therapists in my life. We actually met at a group fitness class here in Charleston, and then we reconnected through the work I do with a local fitness publication called Oblique, and the Oblique Fit Girls with Stephanie Keenan, me, and really the timing was perfect because Alana and I met up for my first massage right after my 8+ mile Spartan Race up and down the mountain slopes of Virginia at Wintergreen. It was the hardest thing I've ever done physically, and then to have the best massage I've ever had was awesome. Oh, well, and you know, it was perfect. And you know, it's a lot of times I've been to massage therapists where you know, like it's just not quite deep enough. Like once you're an athlete, you have some really serious muscle tissue going on, which I'll have Alana explain when we get into the interview. So welcome, Alana, and
Yay.
Would you please introduce yourself a little bit more?
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm happy to be here. My name is Alana Long. I am the owner of Longevity Wellness here in Charleston, located in Mount Pleasant. I am a massage therapist and a personal trainer. I train out at East Shore Athletic Clubs, and I love blending the two together. So I'm very happy to be here and talk about massage. It's a great thing for me. It's been life-changing as a career, and I think it's just great to involve in the athlete and everybody's life. So I'm happy to talk about it and educate the people.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought was so different about your massage was that you were very in tune with what the athlete needs.
Yeah.
You did your assessment over my body. And of course you asked me like, where are you feeling pain? And,
right.
And I said, well, post-race, that kind of everywhere. But you really zeroed in on my hips, which I think is huge.
Yeah.
Because the hips, my hips are really tight.
Right.
Most athletes are.
Really are. They're big power muscles too. And so people kind of forget, you know, how much is going on in there and how much power comes from the hips and how much we do from there. So really focusing on those muscles, and especially you being post-race, I knew you were using them a lot and using the glutes a lot too. So yeah, it's a great, it's a good area to focus on too. And I knew you were needing that. So,
yeah, I totally needed it. Oh my gosh, in the worst way. So I want to ask you first. I love talking about like who your ideal client would be and why.
Well, I would say my ideal client is somebody who is very healthcare minded and really treats massage as part of their healthcare, and that's, you know, what I like to educate my clients with. Realizing the benefits of what massage really can do for you. There's there's just so many benefits for the muscles, for all the body systems. So somebody who really identifies and realizes that massage is a very important part of their overall well-being, and especially for the athlete too. I love working with athletes and, you know, just the everyday person too, but knowing and working on their muscle is, you know, with them is great, and being able to help them perform better too.
Yeah, I love that you point that out, because performance, having pliable muscles and helping with recovery. Yeah. So could you talk about a couple of those benefits, like the recovery?
Absolutely. I mean, well, range of motion is, first of all, very important for any athlete and for everybody, really. So helping, you know, getting the muscles long and loose and limber too. We put so much tension in our muscles all the time. So you need to use massage to help your body recover. So helping with range of motion is very important as well. And helping the muscles recover too. When we're lifting really heavy, we need to do things that help do the opposite for the muscle and help the muscle rebuild and relax too. So I think it's great to add into any kind of athlete strength training program too.
Yeah, that's a great point, because I went for years and years and years of, you know, my whole tagline is Stop Chasing Skinny, because I spent years running, which is an impact sport. And then I went straight from running into doing fitness competitions, which is tons and tons of lifting. Again, impacting. And yoga wasn't really a solid practice for me. Massage therapy wasn't really a practice for me. So that's where massage therapy, it's not just this luxury. I mean, it's amazing.
It's great.
But it's necessary, because you are, you know, especially if you're any kind kind of athlete that's contracting muscles, which is every athlete.
Everybody, yes.
Even people. I mean, people, like, think about it. What do we do all day? We
All the
contract,
time.
we contract, we contract. So, and for lifestyle kind of stuff too, I know when I first started massage therapy, it was for stress relief and for my upper back, because I was an office worker,
And
spent tons
so
of
many
time.
people, have tension in through
Yeah,
there.
and really, just my chest muscles were shortening, which would cause my back to try to pull it back, and so there was
Yes.
tension back there, and so that's really why I started going to massage therapy, and thank goodness I did, because
I
it helped
know.
my athletic performance for sure.
A lot of people just, I have a lot of first-time clients too, and they come through the door, and after they leave, they say, I don't know what I've been missing all this time, and they become believers in massage and realize the benefits. So
Yeah.
it really just really helps. So.
Yeah, well, and even helping with your flushing out your
Your lymph system.
Yes, thank you.
Lymphatic drainage is something that's great for it too. It helps your circulation. It helps your body rid, through your kidneys and all that kind of stuff too. So get rid of any toxins as well. So not only does it affect, like I was saying earlier, the muscular system, but it helps all the body systems too, blood circulation, everything. So it's great. It really is.
Yeah, and that stress relief part.
Oh
that's
my
always
gosh,
nice.
just getting on the table and checking out for an hour or 90 minutes or whatever it is just a nice break from the busy life. So.
It is. Which we're going to go ahead and take our first break. But when we come back, I want Alana to kind of go back to that, just lay on the table. So I want her to explain to us what the difference is between the technique she uses and the typical quote unquote feel good massage are. So we'll be right back. And welcome back to the Stop Chasing Skinny radio program, where every Tuesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you can find us live on kinetichifi.com. And today we have Alana. She is a massage therapist who is also a personal trainer. She really is great about understanding the body's systems and understanding how massage therapy can really help athletic performance, which I think is really important. I know I didn't understand the benefits of it for years, and I just kept pounding away at my body. Thank goodness it held up. But now that I'm 35, I really do take better care of myself, because I realize that I can't just keep doing the contractions. So with a massage, that's really awesome, because all of your muscles get lengthened and stretched out, massaged. It improves recovery. So I want Alana to talk about her style of massage therapy and what makes her techniques different from your typical feel-good massage. Because you can just walk into any kind of place and go, I just want a massage. So what's different? Because it was definitely different with you.
Well, first of all, I really, truly love massage. So for me, it's quite a focused work when I'm in there, too. I really like to think of the body in a very organized way. So I really pay attention to where the muscles originate from and insert to, too. And because I am a personal trainer, I know the actions a lot as well. So when somebody comes in and tells me what they've been doing or what workouts they've been doing, I kind of have a better understanding of that, because I also do those workouts too. So when I have somebody on the table, I massage in a very organized way in my mind. But I also like to keep it as flowy and relaxing as possible for the client. So although I'm doing very deep work on them, I like to allow them to, check out and relax too. So I try to really get through the muscle groups. I know when they tell me what's going on with their body, which muscles to work. Everything is connected, so always have to find surrounding areas too. So I think my clients oftentimes come off the table and say, I feel put back together or laid out the way I should be. My muscles are laid back out the way they should be, and they feel like I've put them back in alignment, so to to say muscle-wise. So I think that's what makes it a little different from the average massage.
Oh, I definitely felt that
Yeah,
way. There's no doubt.
you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, like I said, I did that race, and my recovery was really good, surprisingly, compared to a lot of the other races I did in the past. But yeah, I was feeling a lot of tension in my hips, my glutes.
Right.
My hips.
Yeah,
And
you were tight.
Yeah. and I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit twisted, but I loved that I had a little bruise. I liked that. And so she doesn't bruise everybody. But
yeah, no, that doesn't come with every massage.
No, it doesn't. But you know what? I find that most people who are as hardcore as I am in their athletics
Yes.
kind of like it.
You need it sometimes. I mean, I don't do that to everybody, but sometimes the people who have great muscle tone, like yourself, need a little bit more pressure and a little deeper work because the muscles are so strong that to really release them and get the muscle tissue worked out, I need to apply a little bit more force.
Yeah. Well, and you were so great about it, though, because you kept asking, like, is this pressure okay?
Right.
Does this feel okay? And, I totally am a glutton for punishment. It's like, deeper do it. But yeah, so
yes, it's all about client comfort, too. So I would never do something too intense for somebody. But yeah.
No, but that has never been my problem. When I've looked for other physical or massage therapists, I'm like, who's the big person in this room that can really like work my
Get
muscles?
into it, yeah.
And I mean, you're just strong. You're just strong.
Yeah,
like
people oftentimes are like, "Whoa, I underestimated you."
Yes.
Yeah, they're give me all you got, and then I do, and they're like,
yeah,
hey,
honestly,
I shouldn't have said that.
I didn't say that for whatever reason. I had this feeling that I didn't want to say that with you, and I'm glad I did it because, I would have been hurt.
It's always guys that say that.
It is the guy, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, whatever, I got
And
this.
A couple minutes later, they're sweating and say, okay, you can back off.
yeah, trying to be tough.
Yeah.
So speaking of the guys, I think it's really funny that, coming out of the first massage that I was in there with you, the next person waiting in the waiting room is this other really big trainer. He also trains at the gym that you train at and I go to.
Yes.
So I walked out and there he is. And then the next time I saw another. He's an Olympic lifter. He competes.
He's preparing for a lift now.
Yeah. So he's a competitive Olympic lifter and he coaches other Olympic lifters. He's coaching a strong woman. He coaches a lot of obstacle course racers. He's really hardcore into all the training and. You are their preferred massage therapist.
Yes,
I love that. They go to you and they know that you're going to take care of their athletes.
Right. It's been great. And the funny thing is, too, they met each other at a gym. They were working out and they just got to talking and they both were like, if you need a massage therapist, I know who to go to.
No.
They did. And then one of them told me this. And then they both realized that they both see me and they came in laughing about it, too. But no, I have been working with them as well. And the Olympic lifter you were speaking with, too, I mean, he comes in. They both come in, actually, every week to take care of their bodies. But he was in there yesterday, and he was just telling me how much happier and healthier he feels, how much stronger he's been, how much better his lifts have been going. So for me, as a massage therapist, that's like the best news to know that I've been able to help somebody in that way.
Yeah.
But for him, too, he's super happy because he's progressing and lifting better. So he's been coming in every week, and he said the change that since he's added massage into his routine has been amazing. So for me, that's like what I do it for. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, like what is a regular schedule that you would suggest to say, let's break it down into 3 different categories. Say somebody who is like an endurance athlete, like a runner, a power athlete, which would be like a power lifter or even a figure competitor, something like that, where you're lifting. And then the third category would be just your average person. Yeah.
So somebody who is a runner obviously uses their legs a lot. So they have a lot of tight hamstrings, IT bands, possible hip issues too. So, for them, every couple of weeks would be great. In the meantime, making sure you're hydrating and having proper nutrition and getting into foam rolling too, which I also do an educational session with that too.
Okay.
But getting into foam rolling and taking care of their body. So every couple of weeks for them, making sure that they're staying flexible and they're able to get their full stride. Somebody who's really into fitness and is powerlifting or things you said, really once a week would be great, even twice a week, because it depends if we're isolating certain body parts, but with them, they're putting so much tension and using the muscle so much that they really need to take care of their muscle and the recovery sense of it too. And with the average person, it depends on, their tension levels and everything too. But I always say I would get a massage every day if I could.
Right.
But, once a month would be good for them too. I mean, we carry a lot of tension and stress in our shoulders, and sometimes we're not even aware of that. So just giving them the time to mentally check out and relax, but also get their muscles loosened up is great for them as well.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've always been athletic, doing something here and there. But those years that I spent sitting, and I mean, I still spend a really good bit of time at my computer. But now I have the choice. So in some of the workspaces that I work in, I stand a lot, which seems to help. Great. Yep, I'm more aware. I stretch my chest muscles, like in doorways.
A lot of people need to realize that they need to do because we're so forward at a computer all the time, and everything is forward, that everything in the front is so tight.
Well, and that's what I did learn from, this was years ago, but from a massage therapist, was I was having a lot of back problems, and she said it was because my chest muscles are too tight, and so my back muscles are trying to pull it back, but that's just making added tension. And so, it's kind of counterintuitive. Like I would sit there and I would stretch my back, which actually is making it worse.
What you want to do.
No, not at all. Not one bit.
Everything in our society is so forward. When we drive, we're forward. When we're at our desk, we're forward. So having great, thinking about your posture when sitting at a desk is really important, because your chest gets so tight that you do start to feel that stress and tension in the back of your neck, and it can cause headaches and all, negative things like that. So stretching is a crucial thing to do, on a day-to-day basis.
This makes me want to do a back bend right now.
I know.
I really do.
Break.
Can we just take a pause? Yeah, seriously. Listeners, if you are not driving in your car, or even if you are driving, there are a lot of times when I get stopped at a light and I'll just wrap my arm back behind the seat and then back behind the window thing behind me on the left, and try to stretch.
Tilt your head to the sides too and stretch your neck. It really is the simplest thing to do, and we forget about it all the time, stretching. So it does make a big difference.
That makes a huge difference. Kind of like breathing, right? Like stretching and breathing. We're like, we just keep doing it. But well, no, that's great, because I didn't really realize when I was first starting out in all of my athletic endeavors, it's really been only in the past couple years that I really started doing more massage therapy type stuff, or even therapy in general. Yeah. And it does make a difference. And I mean, I'm like anybody else. Like we were just saying right before the show, I keep saying I need to schedule another one. And I really just need to put it in the schedule and just do it.
Right. So I find if you schedule it well in advance, what your massage is there. There's no reason to cancel. You have it booked in there. You won't book around. So it's good to just put it on the schedule.
Yeah.
Get it in a routine.
Yeah, kind of like my hair. I mean, really, it's by the time I'm making the appointment, I hate my hair. And then, oh, man.
So true.
So it's like a massage. Like, I needed it yesterday.
Preventative massage.
Right? Yeah, just put it in the books. Yeah. Make it happen. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Stop Chasing Skinny radio program, where every Tuesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be talking here on KineticHiFi.com. You can also find all of the archives for these radio shows on my website, skfitlife.com. And tonight we have Alana. And Alana is a massage therapist, the best one I have encountered. And I really wanted her to come in because she's helped not just myself, but some of my friends who are also personal trainers. She's a personal trainer herself. Yep. And I'm going to have her talk about that in a minute too. And then she's also helped some of my other friends who coach athletic performers. I mean, they're putting their bodies to the test. And that's really where I wish I knew more. So that kind of gets me into my next piece where, a lot of people, and this was me too for the longest time, I would get a massage just at a spa and I would think, oh, it's just relaxation. And sure, like I feel a little bit looser, but let's go deeper into why you would get a massage.
Right.
Outside of just, it's a spa, it's a vacation, it's a treat.
Yeah. Massage has so many benefits to the body. Like you said, obviously it's time to just check out and relax as well, but it does help flush the system. The lymphatic drainage massage is another form of massage too, which the lymph system actually has no pump. So by using the massage techniques, it helps move the lymph through the body.
So let's take one step deeper into this, where we talk about the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system, that is how your body drains toxins out. So if you're taking in toxins, which we all are, we don't have a choice, through our food,
everything,
through our water, through our air, through our environment in general.
Right.
So if you're not moving those toxins out of your body, then they accumulate in your body
and stay in your lymph nodes.
Yes. And that's when you get problems. So that's great to have some lymphatic drain. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that the lymph system does not have a pump.
Right. So you need
how do you get it out?
Yeah. So lymphatic drainage massage is, something that happens or helps to help. All right, so lymphatic drainage massage is actually something that helps move that lymph through your body and helps flush it too. So, using light pressure, there's a lot of people that have, need manual lymph drainage because they have a blockage somewhere, so they come seek massage too to help facilitate that ridding of the lymph and the toxins that you were discussing too. So massage absolutely helps that and helps move the lymph through the body or through the lymph nodes.
So how would somebody know if they need some manual? So now I guess let me go a little bit here. I had some, and I'm going to have this on the interview too. I had thermography done. Thermography is where they take heat images of your thermographic images of your body, and anytime there's inflammation in your body, it's going to show up as heat. So it shows up as red. If you've ever used any kind of thermographic imaging. So one thing that I had on mine, and actually I shared my results of my thermography scan, one of the things that I had was I needed some drainage from my lymph nodes. So it would be something like that. Like that would be a way that you'd be able to tell what are some other ways that you've heard of, or if clients have came to you and said, hey, I need manual lymph.
Usually the client knows if they need that, whether they have inflammation. Sometimes it happens in the leg, swelling in the leg too. So I have had clients specifically with that come in and ask to help drain their leg or help move the lymph through the whole system too. So generally most people do know that is something that they need, whether it's been discussed with their medical doctor or whomever. But really if you're not feeling very well or you feel like you need to just rid your body, massage overall is going to help that, whether it be specialized in lymphatic drainage or not. But massage is going to help flush the system, so to say, too. But most people who know that they need that, they come in saying that too. Yeah.
So if you have somebody who already knows it, they know they need extra attention to that.
Right.
Then you also have the people who, they, like myself, I mean, who knows how many times I have gotten a massage where like my lymph system just wasn't doing very well. And what that does is it breaks up those toxins, it gets them moving around in your bloodstream so that your kidneys can
flush it
that out.
and rid it of your system. Exactly.
And so that's why it's so important to drink plenty of water too. I mean, just on a daily basis, but that's why your massage therapist is like, go drink your gallon. Well,
exactly. After you leave the massage, they should be telling you to go drink whatever is comfortable for you, because that's why we want to flush whatever we've removed out of the muscle out of your system completely, and it helps your recovery dramatically when you do add water to after your session.
Yeah. So then you mentioned a couple other special groups that you've worked with. Could you talk about them and why it's beneficial to them.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously I work with a lot of athletes, but I do have some clients who have MS and fibromyalgia too, and so they have felt that coming and adding massage therapy to a regular routine has really helped them with flare-ups, helps not prevent it, but they really have had less, I would say. So they come in on a regular basis, and it just allows their body to relax, recover as well. And they find that it's very beneficial for them, and that they're able to have more of a relaxation time in between the sessions.
Yeah, and I would think too that goes a lot in with the inflammation. So if you have a lot of toxins in your body because your lymphatic system isn't removing them, or your body's just more sensitive to toxins, to inflammation,
right,
then you're going to be more sensitive to it
exactly.
either way.
So I've been very fortunate to be able to help them as well, and the feedback they've given me is great, and that just makes me feel great too. So yeah. That's really nice. Yeah, that's why you do. I mean, there's nothing better than somebody getting off the table after, if they've come in really stressed out with a renewed look in their eyes and just a brighter appearance, and they're just happy, and that's just the best feeling.
Yeah.
So.
Aw, that's so cool. Now, something else that you mentioned when we were just talking is hormonal imbalances, or helping to have hormonal balance. How does massage affect hormonal imbalances or balancing?
So the massage, like I was saying earlier, does affect all of your systems. So it helps, reduce stress levels. So the hormones that are involved with that too, allowing your body to calm down and recover, will help with the hormone levels to help reduce stress too. So I always tell people, massage doesn't just help the muscles, it helps the whole body. Also it helps bring out endorphin release too. So where we have, the feel-good feeling. So it helps with that too. So your body not only is decreasing stress, but it is also having the endorphins released, and you're feeling great as well. So yeah.
I've noticed too that not so much in the South because it's nice and warm here, but when I lived in Seattle and when I lived in Philadelphia, I had a little seasonal depression.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of depression stuff, but anyway, I noticed that the seasonal depression, it was a natural thing for me to just want to go and get a massage. Yeah. And I always just thought that it was because it was just nice and relaxing to lay on the table, but there were probably some
benefits,
endorphin release
within your endocrine system too. And I mean, the benefit of human touch, we know, is just even from such a young age, as infants too, that they say, children have to be touched and nurtured and stuff too. So the benefit of human touch is just amazing as well. And so just starting from that and the basics, it helps.
Oh, that is true. That is so true.
Yeah.
I'm such a physical person. Yeah. That's true.
It's very true.
That's awesome. Nice. We're going to take a really quick break, and we'll be back to talk a little bit more with Alana. I want to talk to her about her personal training so she can share some information about that. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Stop Chasing Skinny radio program. Every Tuesday night, you can find us here from 9 to 10 Eastern Time on kinetichifi.com. You can also find all the archives on my website, skfitlife.com. And now I want Alana to share a little bit more. We're going to take a couple steps back and talk about her education, what she did before she became a trainer and a therapist, because we were just talking about how much she loves it and how passionate she is about it and how fulfilling it is. So I want her to talk a little bit about what she used to do and then all of the training that she's taken to get to where she is now.
Yeah, so I went to school at UMass Amherst, and when I first started, I was a nursing major, but I ended up graduating with a hospitality degree. So after moving down here, I worked in hotel management for a few years and just realized, I loved working with the public, but that was not the job for me. And I wanted to get back into working with the body with similar to nursing. So I started exploring my options and looked into physical therapy, and then I met somebody who had educated me about massage therapy, and he was in school and told me about where he went and how wonderful it had been. So I looked into it, and I started at Southeastern Institute of Neuromuscular Massage here in Charleston, and loved it from the first day. It has been the best change for me. It really has changed my life. And anytime anybody's thinking about massage, I'm like, you have to do it, because it really has changed everything for me. I went out into the field and I started massaging. I started at a chiropractor and a spa in the Key West Seabrook area. And I knew it was, I haven't worked a day since I started massage,
That's awesome.
and that's what is the best. So from there, I knew I'm very athletic and into sport. So I knew I wanted to add training with that too. So I went and got an education and a certified personal trainer with that too. And I have been doing that for about a year with East Shore Athletic Clubs and Johnny Dodds in Mount Pleasant. And the combination has been fantastic. Being able to do both those two things together, it has given me a leg up in training and in massage too, knowing all sorts of exercises that I can recommend to both, or stretches that I can recommend to my training clients. So
that's so valuable.
It really has allowed me to be approach everything in a holistic way, I would say, where I know how to the whole system or whatever.
Which that's truly helping your clients. I mean, I've seen trainers that they just don't get it.
I mean, I'm not,
But you do, and you are there for the whole, I mean, you're going to help them get to their goals, their physique goals,
right.
their external goals that they have, but you also understand some other goals that are going on with their bodies, and you're doing it in the best way possible. There are a lot of different ways to get to an end result, and working with somebody like you gets them there in the safest way possible.
And I like to do like corrective exercise. I think I told you before too, where I'm not only giving them the muscular tone that they're wanting, but it's also building their body in a way where it's helping them. Maybe they had a chronic pain where we've worked their body in a way where that pain is now no longer present, by doing corrective exercising and building up the right muscles that need to be built up and taking pressure off the ones that are hurting. So it really has helped me a lot.
Because a lot of people, I think, especially if they've been dealing with this chronic pain for a long time, they think, oh, well, that's just me. That's just
it doesn't
part
have
of
to be,
it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, I'm sure for you. Like I have people who come to me for one thing, but then they ended up really actually needing something else when they came to me. So you probably have that a lot, right? Where somebody comes to you just for the training aspect, and they walk away feeling so much better.
Right.
As a bonus, they get the training.
So it has been, I mean, I've been able to help my clients in both ways, and they kind of flip-flop back and forth between massage or, my training clients become my massage clients, or my massage clients become my training clients, because they feel comfortable working with me. They know I tailor everything to the individual.
Yeah. And based on their real health.
Exactly.
I mean, sure. I always say that too with a lot of my my clients, my training style. There are a lot of different ways you can get to your end result, but what are you doing in between? And is it the best way for you?
Is it the safest, safest for them, most effective, and the natural way it's supposed to be. So
And something, I mean, I kind of joke about this. When I was in college, I was really broke. I didn't have very much money, and
we all were.
So I opted out of getting my tires rotated for forever until those shiny little belts started showing on my front tires, and somebody was like, "Excuse me, you might want to." So that's what I kind of equate. Not having corrective exercises done so you're creating all these really bad wear patterns. If you continue with these bad wear patterns, that's when you have these overuse injuries, or just these really bad imbalances. So it's great to be able to work with somebody like you who understands both sides of it.
Right. And I couldn't agree with you more, too. And that's a great way to put it, too. But it is so true. I mean, if you're doing something completely off balance, or say, for instance, you have a bad knee or hip, and you're working your body out and not using one side or overusing the other, it really can create problems down the road. So correcting those types of things through massage, proper training and everything too, will help you be healthier for the long term.
Yeah, don't just put a brace on it and keep
Yeah.
going. If you're running with 2 braces on your knees that you just picked up at Dick's Sporting Goods, then you might want to
seek some help, professional assistance.
You might, because it's so interesting. And I mean, I don't mean to like really make fun of anybody who's doing that, because you're doing the best you can.
Right.
But
Agreed.
But I did just make fun. I'm sorry. Because I just know that there is a better way. And I know that I've done these silly things in my past, and they made sense to me at the time. But for example, like when I came in to you, yes, I had very tight hips, but I also had a little bit of knee pain. And that was due to a very tight IT band.
Yeah.
So, somebody who just slaps a brace on it and says, oh, it just must be my knee.
Right.
It's not your knee. It's your IT band.
Exactly.
And there's nothing broken there. It's
you just need some
tight.
work on there. Exactly, which can be very painful if you do have a very tight IT band. But things like rolling it out and massage and stuff too, especially runners. Like runners have very tight IT bands. So.
Oh yeah, so many imbalances in runners. I would even That's why I broke it down into 3 of those main categories where I see this: endurance athletes. I was that runner.
Yeah.
And then a weightlifter, whether you're a figure competitor or bodybuilder or Olympic lifter or even CrossFitter, any of that stuff, it's total compression. So that's a whole different thing. And then, those chronic overuse or the leaning forward at your computer a lot and your general fitness. Those are the 3 biggies, I feel like. So you could come up with some of those problems. You don't really realize, oh, this is due to this.
Right. And pain may pop up and you're trying to think, how did this happen? I didn't do anything, or I don't think I hurt myself. Well, it just may have been from like the things you said, overuse or prolonged positioning, or so that's why it's good to go see somebody to help.
And seeing a massage therapist, that's totally preventative maintenance, because if you preventative maintenance, like we're some machines. You're not machines. But like having some of that work done on the IT band, if you don't have that work done, that could lead to really serious problems with your knees.
Absolutely.
And your hips. And your ankles.
You want your knees to be as stable as possible. And like you were saying, that can pull your knee right off, not off, but
bye-bye knee.
Out of balance. So, and if your knee is out of whack, it's going to affect your ankles, your hip, and travel through the whole body. The body is a system. So it needs to have all the parts moving in the correct ways. No, that's huge. I see that all the time. Just put a brace on it. No. Get it looked put
at.
Put a Band-Aid over it.
That's not. You don't want that. We're going to take another quick break, and then we're going to be back. I want Alana to talk a little bit more about the personal training clients that she trains. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Stop Chasing Skinny radio program. Tonight we have Alana. She's a personal trainer and a massage therapist, which go really well together. Seriously, you're lucky if you get somebody who has both backgrounds. That's awesome. So Alana, could you explain a little bit more? I'm going to ask you the same question I asked about the massage therapy for your ideal client. So your ideal training client, who is your ideal training client?
My ideal client is, somebody who is looking to improve their health, which is I do weight loss. I really like to do corrective exercise because to me that's so interesting. So if somebody is coming in, I've had a client who came in and she was having major hip flexor problems and she couldn't run and it was just devastating to her. So helping her, and recently she told me that she has no more pain. So, but a lot of corrective exercise. But really people looking to improve their health, their muscle tone, balance, stability. I have clients who have balance issues. I have clients with MS too that have some balance issues that we're working on. Agility. I have a soccer player, so that's
awesome.
So that's fun because I am a soccer player. So,
yay.
But just people that I can help improve their balance, core, stability, power, and that kind of stuff. So
that's great.
yeah.
That's really great. Yeah, because it does take a special trainer. Like, I mean, I refer out. I mean, I don't train people in person here.
Right.
I do an online program. But if you really have some kind of imbalance, or you have something that you really need, some kind of corrective work that you need to have done, I refer out. I don't.
It's just not your focus.
It's not my focus.
Yeah.
My focus is on general health, appearance. I do it really based on physique kind of stuff too, obviously with your health in mind.
Right.
But yeah, I don't do a ton of corrective exercises.
Right. And like for me, I would refer out a power lifter or something, to our friends. So yeah, everybody has their focus and what interests them and what they're good at. So.
Yeah. And that's great. And even creating that network has been really fun. Since I moved back here to Charleston, it was about a year and a half ago, just trying to find different fitness professionals who specialize in some area, because you're not an expert in everything.
Exactly. And everybody has what they prefer to do.
Exactly.
And the fitness community in Charleston is fantastic.
It's
and
so
I'm
much
sure
fun,
you're
isn't it?
finding that. Yeah, we had a great event this weekend that you helped with. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for coming out.
Oh gosh, I'm happy to be there. But everybody just is happy to help each other, and it's a great referral basis. I've found that too. So it's a good community in Charleston, and everybody just wants to have fun and work out and help each other. So
yeah, it's true, and
help the clients.
The client. I mean, that's huge. Because I do my lifestyle program online, and then I also have a more performance based program that I do, and being able to refer my friends, my clients, my fans to a massage therapist who has your experience. Like, there's no better feeling than handing somebody off to somebody like you.
You feel confident with. Yeah,
totally.
Thank you so much.
Because you know that they're going to come back stronger. They're going to come back better.
Right. And happy with their experience. It is scary to refer to, not to me, but, refer somebody out. You want them to have the best experience.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I think that's advice for any trainer is your network. I mean, you need to have a nice network.
Right.
I do find, especially somebody who's just getting into training, maybe you don't realize that yet, but the better your network is, the better your business will be. So,
agreed.
yeah, like having a massage therapist, you need to have a massage therapist in your network, and somebody who specializes in those areas that you need them to specialize in. So not just a massage therapist just happens to be your friend. Like, make sure that they are really good with athletes if you train athletes.
Exactly. You need
or
to
corrective if you train
somebody
corrective.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, even specializing in something like patients that have MS and fibromyalgia, having that experience, that's really good.
It has, and I'm just so fortunate to be able to help in that way too. So
yeah. We're going to take one more quick break, then we're going to come back and talk about how you can find Alana and her services one more time.
Yay.
And so thanks for listening. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Stop Chasing Skinny radio program. Tonight we had Alana, and she's a massage therapist and personal trainer here in the Charleston area. If you don't live in this Charleston area, then I highly recommend you find somebody like Alana who has these experiences. It's really great. If you are an athlete, if you are a human being, if you're a trainer, finding somebody with this kind of experience is very beneficial. So I just want to close out our little interview with Alana by her sharing her different services she offers, because she's kind of mentioned them throughout the program, and then where you can find her information.
Yeah, so I offer a variety of different services in massage therapy. So I do not only Swedish, deep tissue, neuromuscular, and sports massage, but I also do hot stones if you're looking for that. Along with massage therapy, I also do a foam roll instruction, which is a half-hour service. So the average gym goer really should, and honestly everybody in my opinion, should foam roll. So it's how to teach proper body mechanics with that, and how to properly do foam rolling to get the most bang for your buck in that. And I also do a 1 hour full body stretch. So everybody knows it's feels so great to have somebody else stretch
Yeah.
you. So I do that as well. So those are the services I offer. I am located in Mount Pleasant, and out of Eco Health Wellness Center and Wellness Center and Detox Spa, which is just right off of Highway 17 in Mount Pleasant off an Annanette Boulevard. So it's super easy to get to. And my contact information is on my website, which is www.charlestonlongevity.com. So that has all my services, rates, my bio, and the best way to contact me, which is phone or email.
Yay, thank you. And I just have one more thing to add
Yes.
here. That Alana, not only were you the best massage therapist I've had, like with your hands on me, but you're just so positive.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I mean, sounds strange, but for whatever reason, I have encountered several massage therapists that they say it in a positive way, but it's not very positive.
No one wants that.
No one wants that. So thank you for that. Thank you for just always
you're
being so
welcome.
positive and just uplifting. And so
Thank you.
when I leave your massage table, I feel great from head to toe, inside out. So
That's a great compliment.
yeah,
Thank you
you
so much. I think that because I love massage so much, it really just comes through.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's
I do.
so true. Yeah.
So thank you. That's a great compliment.
Yeah,
Appreciate
no, that was great. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. It was great to be
Yeah,
here.
My pleasure. And I highly recommend anybody who's looking for massage, check out Alana. And, even I have a lot of people who I guess I'm kind of like a tour guide. A lot of times people will visit the area and I get messages via, I don't know, email, text, whatever. And they'll say, hey, staff, I'm going to be in Charleston.
Right.
Can you recommend blah, blah, blah? So I highly recommend put a massage on your schedule for Alana. Yeah. And I do have people say, like, which spa is the best? Which this, which that?
Yeah.
Where go to Alana. Really,
Well,
it's the best.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, and I hope y'all have a great night.
All right.